Welcome back to the Big Catch Tournament Expert Division, hole number 7, weekend round. Here we're going to be playing a sniper bounce up shot. The adjustment is 1 to 1. The spin set will vary based on wind strength. I'll go over that in a minute. We're going to be setting up with the white ring touching the bunker and the rough at the same time. So the spin values are as follows. It's always 3 left spin, and top spin is going to change based on wind strength. So if your wind is 7.8 or lower, you'll use 4.8 top spin. If your wind is 7.9 to 8.5, you'll use 4.9 top spin. If your wind is 8.6 or higher, you use 5 top spin. So the curl and overpower reference is a little tricky to get. So this, I want to show you real close what we're looking for. There's a couple of references you can use here. The first one is here. This little line that goes between the two balls is cutting through the top corner of that broken triangle on the shot circle. The one that I use is this little gray line on the bottom of the ball. It's hard to see. That one finishes touching the left edge of the shot circle there. And the other reference that I use is basically I eyeball the distance between the bottom of the ball and the bottom of the shot circle here. So that one's a little bit tougher to get. There is no real good up and down reference as far as overpower and underpower goes on this shot. But I have noticed that you got about 1 click above and below worth of leeway built into the shot, right? So you got like a 3-click comfort zone there. What I'll recommend is you practice this shot a couple of times, get comfortable with the amount of curl that you need to put on it, get comfortable with how far down you need to pull the ball. Once you get comfortable with that, the rest is pretty easy. Then you just got to tweak your top spin value based on wind strength. So I'll go over that one more time. 7.8 or lower, you'll use 4.8 top spin. 7.9 to 8.5 uses 4.9 top spin. And when I say 4.9, I mean there's just a sliver between your top spin bar and the 5 bar. Okay? So just a sliver between that for 4.9. And then the 5 top spin value, we're always going to add the 3 left spin first and then push our top spin up just until we click into the 5 line. All right. So this time we're not going above the 5 line and then coming back down to it like we normally do. In this situation, you want to push your top spin up just until it clicks into the 5 bar. That is the 5 top spin that you need. If you go all the way through and then come back down, you'll have too much top spin. It's a very speed sensitive shot, but it has worked in all the wind angles that I've seen. The only thing you'll need to really pay attention to is the amount of curl and the amount of overpower you put. So the bottom of the ball in relation to the broken part of the bottom of the shot circle there. That is the key to making this shot. Practice that, get comfortable with that, get familiar with that. Once you do that, then really all you have to do is tweak your top spin, which can be done as soon as the shot opens up. So that part is easy. If you can manage to figure out how to repeat this curl and power setup that I'm showing you here, then you have a really good chance at dropping this shot. One last reference for curl. If those ball references are hard for you to find, your center line going through the blue ring on the top with just a bit of blue ring showing to the left of your center line is another reference. It's not as precise as using the bottom of the ball, but it does work as well. So, good chance at a drop here. Definitely recommend practicing this one a couple of times. Get that setup, get familiar with that setup, and then once you're there, all you got to do is tweak the topspin values, and you got a great chance at a hole-in-one here. So, I wish you the best of luck. I hope you get the drop, and we'll see you on the next hole.